A very good morning to all my dear students. This is Neetu. I welcome you all in this English class. Today I'll teach you poem from your Beehive textbook. Name is No Men Are Foreign, written by James Kirkup. No Men Are Foreign is a poem which promotes the concept of universal brotherhood. It means in this poem we will study about that no one is foreigners, because maybe it is possible we live in other country, we speak different language, we wear different clothes, but the first thing is we all are human being. We all are equal, we all are same, we are not different from each other. The poet says that everyone in this world is the same, all are equal. We may belong to different countries, speak different language, but above all, we are first human. Now I am starting reading. Have you ever thought of some people as strange or other countries as foreign? Simply we think like that the people which we don't know, those we think they are strangers, and the countries others we are thinking like that foreign. We have many ways of thinking of other people as different from us as them. They may belong to a different country or speak a different language. In this poem, however, the poet reminds us of the many ways in which we are all the same, for we are all human. So the poets means to say like that we all are equal, we all are same, because the way to eat, the way to drink is equal for all the human being. So now with this explanation I will tell you difficult word meaning also. First stanza. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. So in the first stanza, poet says to us like that, remember, no men are strange, no one is strangers, no country is foreign, and no countries, we should not think like that the other countries where we don't live they are foreign. No, beneath all uniforms, beneath means under, and all uniforms, here the uniform represent military or different people of other countries. A single body breathes, because there is only a single body who breathes, who take breaths like ours. The land our brothers walk upon, because we all are brothers, and on the land we always equally walk. There is not the different ways to walk. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie. So in the first stanza, poet means to say that no one is a strangers and not any other countries is a foreign, because under this we all have we maybe we belong to different countries, but we all people are equal. We all people wear the same style of the way of to wear dress is same. A single body breathes like ours, and the way to walk on this land same, and we all are, so we all are brothers. Now the second stanza. They too aware of sun and air and water. Here the they represent for foreigners, the people those live in foreign countries. So the poet says saying like that they means foreigners too aware of sun. They also know about sun, air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars, long winters, starved. They, their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. So in the second stanza, poet is talking about foreigners, and he is saying that they also aware of sun, air, and water are fed. They also fed by peaceful harvest. Harvest means reaping corn or collecting grain. They also collecting grain, and by this they made their food. By wars, longs, winters starved, and they also got this freedom by a long starved. Starved means one with hunger. They also suffered with hunger, and they also got their food by the reaping corn or collecting grain. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read. And they have also the equal same hands as we have. A labor not different from our own. A labor is always equal whether he lives in a foreign or whether he lives in our country. So the second stanza represent for foreigners. Now in the third stanza, remember they have eyes like ours that wake, and we all have the same sense organs, we all have the same body parts, whether we live in foreign countries or whether we live in our country. Or sleep, and a strength that can be won. The way of sleep, the way of drink, the way of eat, equal for all the human being. By love, in every land is common life, and wherever we live on this world, we all live common life. We all have the same living style, We all sleep, we all walk, we all drink water, we all eat food. That all can recognize and understand, and we all can recognize by our humanity. Now the third stanza. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, condemned. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Now in this fourth stanza, the poet is saying that we should always remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, whenever we hate with our brothers, with other human beings, it is ourselves. It is only ourselves that we shall dispose. Dispose means deprived. Deprived in Hindi we can say अधिकार से वंचित रखना, अधिकार से दूर रखना, बेदखल करना अधिकार से. That we shall dispose. And when we deprived others, betray. Betray means cheat or deceive, धोखा देना. जब हम किसी को उसके अधिकार से वंचित रखते हैं या किसी को धोखा देते हैं, या कंडेम्ड मीन्स रूइन और क्रिटिसाइज, किसी को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं. रिमेंबर वी हु टेक आर्म्स अगेंस्ट ईच अदर, देन we also take arms against each other. We always help each other. It means वो भी एक इंसान है जो किसी को डिप्राइव करता है, किसी को चीट करता है या किसी को रूइन करता है. रिमेंबर, हेल्पर इज ऑल्सो अ ह्यूमन बींग. वी हु टेक आर्म्स अगेंस्ट ईच अदर. ह्यूमन बींग ऑलवेज हेल्प each other. A human being that is also a person, that is also a human being who ruins others, who cheats others, or who deprived others. It is the human earth that we defile. Defile means dirty or pollute. We only human being pollute this earth. We only human being pollute the land of this earth. Our hells of fire and dust outrage. Outrage means excessive violence, and we only human being who making the excessive violence, अत्यधिक अत्याचार of air, that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So in the last stanza, poet is saying that we only human being the pollute our earth, the land of our earth, our hells of fire. Yeah, we only making for ourselves hells like that fire and dust. Outrage the innocence. Outrage means excessive violence, and we only making the excessive violence of air, that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Again the poet is saying that no men are foreign and no men are a strange and no country is a foreign. So now I will tell you poetic devices. So here first of all we will see that onomatopoeia are used because after each line there is punctuation mark not given, like you can see foreign after punctuation mark not given, with not given, upon also not given. So the onomatopoeia in the first stanza onomatopoeia used, in the third stanza also, and in the fourth stanza also. Onomatopoeia means when after each line at the end of the word there is punctuation mark not given, it means this line continues to the second line. So that is known as onomatopoeia. Then the second is alliteration is used, like see second line be, body be, and breaths. So this is known as a alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of a consonant sound in a line. एक ही लाइन में जब consonant sound repeat होता है, that is known as alliteration. So in the first line also n sound is repeating no and no. Then the third poetic devices is repetition. Repetition means the same word repeating in different lines. See remember word, remember, 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 remember. So this word is repeating in different lines. So that is known as a remember. So with this poem is completed. Again I repeat that in this poem the poet means to say that the all men are same, the way of their eat, drink, and sleep, all are equal. So we should not think that we all are different from each other. So with this, the explanation of this poem is completed. I hope you understand this, and now you have to write explanation in your own words of each stanza, and then write the poetic devices also. 3 poetic devices: onomatopoeia, then a alliteration, and a repetition. So this poetic devices also you have to write in your notebook, and later than the question answers of this poem. This also you have to write in your literature notebook. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.